Hello, my dear friends. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. Today, I want to devote this video to you guys from Africa, the most talented of you, the most advanced of you, and I want to explain how you can come to the States and immigrate and get your green card based on your talents, based on your projects, based on your achievement. At the end of this video, you will be able to learn how to get a free evaluation of your case if you're from Africa and you have some talent. Let's go! All right, my dear African friends, I know that you are right there, and I know that you are anxious to come to the States and get your green cards and be able to develop yourself, to scale your business, to grow your talent and make good money. So that's why I want to devote this video to you and explain what are the best ways for you to come to the States. And of course, I know that some countries in Africa speak English, some don't, but hey, people from Nigeria, people from South Africa, from Zambia, Ghana, Senegal, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, everybody else who speak English, who understand English, this video is for you guys. And why I want to devote this video specifically to Africa, because I know how talented you can be, how advanced you can be, how progressive you could be, and I know that you guys want to come to the States and this is the best place for you to develop and to bring greatness to the States and grow yourself. I don't want to talk about work visa or some other type of visa that doesn't give you a green card. I want to talk about specifically the green cards and in particular EB-1A and EB-2 national interest waiver. By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch this video about EB-1A, the general criteria, and watch this video about EB-2 national interest waiver, where I also describe the criteria and how to get these visas. This video is for you guys from Africa who already know what's going on, and if you don't, please watch these two videos in order to understand what I am talking about. And by the way, if you're from Africa, smash the like button and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, because this channel, although young, but has the best content among all immigration attorneys who are on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. So make sure you subscribe, press that bell button, not to miss the two videos that I release every week. So I want to make sure that you understand that with your achievements, with your talents, you'll be able to immigrate to the States and get a green card for you and your families. And your family is you yourself, your spouse, and your kids under 21 who are not married. So these two programs are the best, and what's important, they don't require an employer. This is a great advantage for these two programs that will give you a green card. So let's discuss one of each. And let's start with EB-2 national interest waiver. Here, what I need to pre-qualify you for this visa is one out of the three. Number one, you have a bachelor's and 5 years experience in your specialty. Number two, you have master's degree and no experience is required. Or if you don't have an education, you still can qualify if you satisfy at least 3 criteria out of the 6. And again, I don't want to go deep into the criteria, but you have to watch my other videos to understand what those criteria are. But to be honest with you, I prefer that you have education, and I know that there's a lot of educated people in Africa. Once I qualified you for EB-2 national interest waiver, then we have to talk about two major things. Number one is an endeavor. What's an endeavor? Endeavor is some type of project or the type of work or things that you are going to be doing here in the United States of America once you come. So this is something that you claim you will be doing, or this is something you are already doing and you will continue to be doing this. That's called an endeavor, and that could be anything. That could be a consulting service, That could be some technology that you're going to bring to the States. That could be some cultural projects. Maybe you know some ethical dance that you want to teach in the United States of America. Or maybe you know some national cuisine. That also could be an endeavor. Or maybe you want to just do business in the States and you want to grow it, maybe franchise it. Maybe you want to have 15 employees or more. Or maybe you're a doctor and you want to open up your clinic and you want to help the American people, American kids, or things like that. Or even you're an IT person, or you're a startupper, or even an engineer who knows how to do certain technology, or you do some innovation, you have some inventions, you have some patents that you want to bring here in the States and develop them. Or you may even have the application for the phone. So all these could be your endeavors, your projects, okay? So this is very important to understand, but even more important that endeavor, that project, that thing has to be in the national interest of the United States of America. This is something you want to be doing that will help the United States in economy, in finance, in business, in technology, in engineering, in medicine, in lab research, and things like that, right? So you want to make sure that your endeavor, your project, is going to be in the national interest of the United States of America. And I know for a fact, you guys from Africa, you having so many projects, so many startups, so many interesting innovations and patents and things like that. And some of you already have the proved record that your technology, your projects, your businesses, they've been successful in Africa, right? It could be in your own country, it could be in a neighbor country, it could be even going outside of Africa. And I know some of you have awards and prizes in Europe, in UK, and that your project and you are recognized as innovators, as startuppers, as engineers, as IT persons. So anyone who has some influence and has some bright and great ideas. So if you are one of those and you want to bring something to the States, it doesn't have to be new. It doesn't have to be unique. It has to be useful in the national interest of the States. And there is no limitation what kind of interest that could be. So this is a great program for you to participate and get a green card. Number 2, EB-1A. So this is a visa for extraordinary people. And I know a lot of you think that you have to be a Nobel Prize winner. You have to have some crazy invention or some crazy recognition among many countries, international awards and things like that. This is not true. This is not true, guys. Why I know that? Because I've done hundreds and hundreds of cases like this, and I know exactly what needs to be done in order for the US government to deem you an extraordinary person. It shouldn't be something crazy. You don't have to be Olympic champion or world champion. You don't have to have a dissertation or hundreds of publications. All we need to do is to show to the US government that you have a national recognition. And of course, I know that a lot of you have international recognition, but the minimum is the national recognition. So let's talk briefly what I need from you to satisfy the criteria for EB-1A. And I want to remind you that we have 10 criteria. We have to satisfy at least 3 of them. So like I said, it could be prizes and awards in competitions, in events, in conferences. You may have some press writing about you. They may film movies about you. They may call you to radio shows on a national level, and things like that, right? So it could be written press, it could be TV, it could be radio, it could be movies, something about you and your project. Also, if they call you to the expert panel to judge other professionals in your field, this also could be one of the recognitions. Also, if you worked for famous companies, for big companies, for companies with good reputation in that field. So not necessarily that everybody knows about those companies. They could be known in this particular field, in this particular thing, right? So it could be IT company, it could be some medical company, it could be research company, anything, right? So as long as this company is distinguished and has high reputation. Also, if you make good money among the similar professionals at least in your country. And I know for a fact that in African countries, the salaries are very, very low. So those of you who are talented, who are making good money, can satisfy one more criterion. Further, if you have innovation, if you have patents, if you created some methodology, some approach, some analysis, some diagnostics, something innovating, something original, something new that has some influence and significance in the field, we can satisfy one more criteria. Also, if you do publications, if you write articles, scientific articles, academic, scholarly articles, and you publish them in scientific journals or magazines, or maybe in the top newspapers of your country, or your professional newspapers or magazines that could be online or offline, we also could satisfy another criterion. Further, professional associations. Your showcase, maybe you showed on some conference certain methodology, some approach, you spread your word, maybe you have some educational courses, maybe you have your YouTube channel that has a lot of subscribers, and you talk about certain things in your field, sharing your expertise, right? So if you have 3 out of these that I mentioned, and also maybe you have some other recognitions, maybe you have some recognition from your government or your Congress or your parliament or some ministers, right? Maybe some thank you letters, that also could be an achievement. So you guys see that EB-1A is not for Nobel Prize winners, although that would be great if you are one, right? But it's for regular people who have some recognition on a national level. The minimum is a national level, right? Not your city, not your backyard level, not your region, the national level, or international. And you have the level of expertise that stands you out among other professionals. You can get the EB-1A, the green card. So if you guys heard something, you're like, wow, Stanislav, I didn't know that. I didn't know that I have certain things, some achievements, or if I have a project, I can get a green card to the States. Yes, you can. So what's the first step you need to do in order to proceed with your immigration process? That is to get a free evaluation of your case. How to get it? Very simple. You go down below this video in the description and you find 2 links. One is for the talented ones with the achievements and recognition in your field, and one is for EB-2 national interest waiver. You can fill out both of them, no problem, right? But give me as many details as you can as to your achievements. And if you don't understand the question, or if you like, why is this question here, still try to answer it, right? So if you give me good answers to those questionnaires, I will give you a free evaluation of your case within 48 hours, and I will let you know if you're good or you're not good for certain petition, for certain program. And if I see the potential in your case, I will invite you to the immigration planning, where I will develop a strategy of filing your case. Alright guys, smash that like button if you like the content of this video. Please subscribe, and make sure you subscribe to my TikTok in English and my Instagram in English, where I talk about more things in the industry of immigration regarding the talents, business, and investments. And don't forget to comment and ask your questions if you have them. I will be glad to give you the best answers that I can. I am Stanislav Shamayev, a lawyer of your future. Your future begins here. Good luck.